All right, good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome back to my show, Krypton. My name is Christian Velasquez, and I am a trusted member of the TBC, aka the Billion Coin Community. I've already had my wallet migrated, so got all that stuff taken care of and everything. So um, I had all that stuff. I'm learning all this, the technical side of it and everything on um, doing vlogs and everything. So please bear with me on learning as I'm going. I'm just making sure I'm going to get no interruptions right now. My apologies. Let me go through my phone real quick. Make sure the volume's down. I got set to vibrate and make sure it's all taken care of. So yeah, so pretty much yeah. With that being said and done, excuse me. But yeah, just doing my best to get the hang of doing all this technical side of it because in my earlier videos I did mention that I do a lot of the footwork and everything. Wherever I go, I introduce people to the community, the coin, how it operates, and how it functions. So I had a schedule in the Kringle Cash office and everything, trying to set it up and everything, learn about all that encoding and all that. It looks like there's some sun kind of coming in, so let's see if we can kind of move that right there. Probably a better picture right there. So, but yeah, so I'm just learning as I'm going. So I decided to go back to what I'm familiar with, starting off on doing live video streaming and everything. So, but anyway, so this is just my part right here. I'm doing my part, I should say, for the community and spreading the word out and helping people being a little bit more educated on how we as the community work, and how our coin is so different. I know everybody is learns at a different pace. It took me a while. I would say it probably might have taken me maybe about 6 months, maybe about a year, to I finally like actually comprehended on really how the billion coin actually worked. I was so used to already being familiar with how Bitcoin, Litecoin, all those coins that are on the coin market cap. I was already familiar how they worked and how they operated. So I was used to those platforms. So with this platform, with the Billion Coin, when we had our own like a trade or exchange site before they brought that down, it worked. You can see where it works because when you want something bad enough, you're going to want to sit there and learn and study and educate yourself more on with whatever it is. It could be a bike, motorcycle, car, computer, cell phone, whatever it is. You're going to go through those instructions, or you're going to search through videos on how to. That's how I've also been learning as well too. So when I was doing my part in studying the functionality on the trade, I got so confused. So when I was sitting there looking at it, I'm like, okay, yeah, you can do the exchanging and everything. I'm seeing it get done. I remember seeing like when I put in my coin in there to exchange for Bitcoin and everything. It's out there and like you could see where I was on the list or something like that. Like it was a completely different read. So that was one thing that took a while for me to learn. It was you can see that there was my bid in a way, like right there in line, and there was somebody else's. It was real weird. And I actually got to see where, like, I would say what it appeared to be an exchange, the way I'm familiar with Cryptopia, how it sat there and somebody did an exchange because it just disappeared, and then it showed up on the little on the where they did the exchange, on how you can see where it was being bought at and everything. So so it did work. I did actually get to witness that and everything. Uh, so the thing is why did you join the Billion Coin community? I know why I did. When I was sitting there learning about how the community works and the coin works, I was sitting there, I was doing the first thing that probably almost instinctively that anybody does, man or woman, I don't care who you are. When we're programmed on a money system or a system about going to work or anything that's dealing with some form of income or funds, you look at the numbers. And of course, when you see those numbers going up, you're like, wow, yeah, something's working there. What's going on? So of course, I'm not going to lie. It was the numbers that pulled me in. I'm sitting there thinking like, oh, what can I do? I know I can sit there and get all my debts cleared out and everything. I could pay my parents' home off, all this kind of crazy stuff and everything. But it was like I got sucked up into the numbers. And I think that's where it was my bad. It was my fault and everything. Instead of actually properly really educating, I completely comprehended and understood the terms and agreements. Hey, just don't violate the coin. Don't discount it and everything. I completely comprehended and understood that right there. But I didn't really know how it worked. And that's what I did. I sat there and like when it finally got me so frustrated, I was sitting, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start from the very beginning. That was my why, was to like to get in, was to want to be able to get things out of debt, out of my debt and all that stuff. I'm a single father, like I mentioned before. I have two children. Have a son who stays presently with his mother. Full-time dad right now. Right now, my daughter, she's also visiting the other grandparents over in California. So I'm having a little bit more time right now where I can be able to do certain things that I was not capable of doing. So in a way that's helping me out and everything. So and then plus, they get to watch her and see her and enjoy their time as well too. So doing grandparent things. So that with that being said and done, that was my why. Then after a while, I was sitting there, I was like, okay, well, how can I start being able to use this? How can I start utilizing it? I started following other people and everything, picking at people's brains and stuff like that while I was educating myself in the Billion Coin blog. That's all what you really have to do. Find somebody while you're educating yourself, doing your own homework. Think about it. It's like homeschooling. I've been in homeschooling most of my life. So I know I have the motivation and the drive to sit there and know how it is to self-teach yourself on something that if you find something of interest, like my interest was history. I mean, my topic. So that's what it is right there. So so while you're doing that, follow other people on the Billion Coin community through YouTube. Find out exactly like where they are coming from. And also, what's going on, Romeo? Thank you. Thank you for stopping by again. So, basically, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to connect with those people. You're going to sit there. You want to follow with them closely is what you're going to want to do, and learn from them. Send out a quick email to them. If they give out their Telegram ID, hit them up on Telegram. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, buddy, you know what? I saw you. Or hey, girl, I saw you and everything. I see it's working out for you. I want to see what you're doing. How is it working? Because in reality, realistically, some people, they can be a little selfish and everything. I've come across a few people, not just in the Billion Coin, but in other, like in this today's economy right here. People who want to help other people succeed and want to see them succeed. And when they know that there's a formula and a system that works, they're going to want to be eager to share it. So that's what I look for too, for people who are wanting to also be eager to help other people. So that's what it was. I was going through so many people sitting there trying to hit up on Facebook and everything, and like saying, hey, you know what, hit me up. You want to learn more and this and that. Chances are they probably got swamped with a lot of people, and they probably couldn't even get to my email or to my, at that time I was using WhatsApp. So I'm not trying to sit there and down talk on those people in the past that I attempted to get a hold of. They just probably was just too swamped and probably just stopped looking at their emails or their WhatsApp and everything, and just failed to get to me because it was so long. So there could be a lot of things that can play into that factor. So I look for the people who are wanting and also have that willingness to help educate, because that's where I'm at right now. The conversations that I've had with my sponsor, Nathan Victor, and also connected with Dan Lutz and everything, he's right there with Dan Lutz and all that stuff. So I'm sitting there and I'm connecting with the people that I see that it's working with. And I tell them, you know what, I was so focused on like, how can I spend it? Because I wanted to get out of debt right away. How can I spend it to be able to get out of debt? So that right there that's all I was geared in for. But now I switched that over and I'm thinking, well, how can I use this to help educate people who already have businesses, mom and pop shops, and also large corporations, And that's where it leads into where I am now with my footwork, but now also with vlogs, because I'm finding out that even large corporations do vlogs. I mean, they sit there and they'll do their own little advertisements and stuff like that. So, I mean, you just got to really look and see. They might throw in little commercials or whatever it is, maybe a few clips and stuff like that. But you can see they will advertise and everything. It may not be as what we're familiar with people doing vlogs and everything, what we see on YouTube before we start utilizing it for our community. They do have their own YouTubes and everything. That's another form of their advertisement. So that's what I started doing, is that I started going out and reaching out to people. And I shared with my sponsor, Nathan Victor, and also Dan Lutz himself. I said, I'm at the point where I'm just like more focused on educating people the right way, and also why I want them into our community, and then to find out why they also need us. Now, that's an easy, answer to the question. Why do they need us? We are a community, a private community. We right now, our coin, we're still in the infancy stage. There's a lot of growth right now. And for those companies or those corporations and small mom and pop shops, to bring them on board, properly educate them so they don't violate the agreement, I mean, they're going to be booming, and then plus with the promotion that admin is going on right now. I mean, the way I look at it is I can sit back and just be like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to kick back and let my TBC grow. And then I can sit there and I can reap the benefits later, because it's gonna happen. Look at where Bitcoin is. It's not there yet, but there are other businesses that are accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. So instead of waiting, why not now? I did an exchange for an Xbox. I know it works. I did an exchange for ice cream from the ice cream man. I know it works. You just have to educate the people. So I can get it now, or I can sit back and wait and just make sure that they're probably educated. So that's the thing, that the title of my topic right there is the why and everything. So another thing that has actually been coming into my mind. I've been doing a lot of brainstorming right now. So I just don't want to over bombard myself with a lot of projects, because now, like I said, the Billion Coin really will get your mind going. It's going to really start turning the wheels in your head. Now, I've already Romeo's here, so he's already familiar with what I've already shared with him. I also sent him an email, gave him a little bit more description on what I'm going to be doing. I partnered up with a business that's going to be giving me supplies to help out with the human bodies and stuff like that. So it's also going to help preserve the longevity of the produce and also the grains and breads and everything. So I've seen before and after pictures. I know it can work and all that stuff. So if you can do that, think about it, with the additional income that we are familiar with using through their school system and their educational system, that we go put out. We're working hard. We're going out working hard, and then we're spending money to make sure that we have sustenance inside of us. And then all of a sudden, the bread starts getting all moldy. Like in probably 7 days, depending on where it's located at. Over here in Arizona, it gets so hot. My family just got some bread the other day, and it's already turning to mold and all that stuff. I mean, it's like, it depends on also the location where you're living at, and also obviously within the house and everything. Produce, another thing is produce. You want to make sure there's more longevity in it and everything. So think about that. If you can add more longevity to your foods, you don't have to be spending a whole lot. So that's another thing that I liked about it. And then also seeing like what it can do for the human body. The human body, I mean, it's just like it's a new product that I'm like came across, and I'm like looking at it and doing my best to educate. Yeah. That's right. It is. It's fast. I mean, the coin, our transaction time is very fast. I mean, I was shocked. I mean, the fastest blockchain that I'm used to is that the ARC coin has a faster transaction time than the Bitcoin. But right now, it's Bitcoin and ARC they're kind of coming like really close. But right now, as it stands, When I had my experience with the transaction with our new wallets, it is fast, really, really, really quick. So I hope I comprehended um, uh, what you just wrote right there. So yeah, so that's what it is. So I mean, I'm really, I do my best. I splurge. I really do my best to take care of my body as I can right now. And I know there's a lot of people that are out there. So I'm looking more for something like that with a holistic approach with that to start introducing the community with bringing in with this product and everything. So um, another idea. I'm brainstorming. Now, this is where I'm going to need your help as the community, and it's going to determine if it's going to be a yay or nay. What I'm going to do that's brainstorming in my mind right now, it might be too late, but it's never too late. Um, you could be surprised what miracles can do. But I'm going to be basing it off of the numbers on for the yeses, for the people who are ready. And of course, just like anything, there's got to be some form of commitment. Even like when you go to the job, that they would sit there and your employer is going to say, hey, can you commit from coming in with a flexible schedule? Or you're telling me you can't come in at this time due to children or whatever the case may be. They want to see a commitment. Same thing like within the community. We all have to help each other out with the commitment and everything else. So what I'm going to do is, again, it's going to be a trial. It's going to be a test. I'm going to limit myself again with realistic numbers. I don't want to be like blowing up all crazy numbers and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do is, because I like to game every once in a while on my free time, I'm going to attempt to now reach out to the gaming community. How I'm going to do that is I'm brainstorming an idea with a raffle now. To me, it sounds like a really good idea. I think because of what I know how, with the video games and everything, how they work, I think it'll work. I really think it'll work. If people have a gaming system, or they know somebody that needs a gaming system, that's where it's going to lead into. I'm going to be utilizing a gaming system. I was on a call earlier, and I made sure everything was squared away, because if by the help of the community, if they want to do this, they want to see something done, everybody wants to know how and where can I use the coin. That's what it is. So that's what I'm doing my best to help stimulate our TBC economy, is how can we also use it for goods and services. What I'm going to be doing, I already got all the stuff. There's going to be no issues. I'm going to be bringing in an Xbox One X is what I'm going to be doing. And that right there is going to be basically the okay, well, now why am I also going to be with the TBC community for the gaming community? So there's a lot of stuff. That's what I've been working on. I got off on the phone with the lovely representative, Miss Maria. I shared with her about the community and everything else. She says that she's going to jump on board. I shared with her all the information, all that stuff. So I made sure that the product that I'm going to be getting and utilizing for our community to help out the community, that there's going to be no issues with it. And she okayed everything. She said everything's going to be fine. So that's one thing I wanted to make sure, because I would hate to see that a product is going to be coming in, and what if somebody across the globe ends up getting the Xbox One X, but they can't utilize it for entertainment. Now they're going to be looking at me, and I'm just like, okay, I mean, that was my bad, because I should have researched to see exactly what's going on. So that's what I did, just sitting there, just talking to people. You want to sit there and come up with ideas. And that's one thing that I liked about it with the Billion Coin. It really starts getting your mind going and everything. So that's what I just came to mind. And that's what I'm going to be working on while I'm working on with the nutrition, health, and all that stuff, bringing in the products and stuff like that. So I got looks like 10 more minutes. Again, like I said, I like to keep my videos short, simple. This things backfired on me, learning about how the live streaming goes. I hope it works when I go into the Kringle Cashback office, see if I could still be able to get credibility for that. But it all brought me back down to where I had to do it with the way that I'm familiar with. So I hope admin and the team um, honor it and everything. So and see that I'm really doing my best to really put it out there and stuff. So again, Romeo, thank you for joining. Was there anything that maybe I didn't comprehend very well on the text? Maybe if I got it right, just say, hey, yeah, you know what, you're right. If there's any other questions that you want to ask me, go ahead, feel free to do so. I got 10 more minutes. So if not, then basically I'll be wrapping it up and everything. So, but yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, that's basically what I've been doing over here on my side and all that stuff. So, uh, I really hope it helps people out who are new or who have been in long as I have been in it. Like I said, everybody has a different learning capacity, and you have to really, really, really work with people. I mean, it's just like you have to have patience, and you have to have like the desire to help and educate people and everything. So no, all good. I am in anything you need me to do to help. I'm sorry, I'm not comprehending that very well. I don't know if you're asking me to help or if you need help from me or something. So get back to me on an email, or you can reach me at my Telegram if you have Telegram. It's at Krypton underscore 217. Let me double check that. Just want to make sure everything is good to go for that. If you have a Telegram. Let's see. Yeah, at Krypton underscore 217 if you need to contact me over there. Krypton, the way you see it spelled right there on for my show, just put an underscore. Oh, 17, my bad, 17. Good thing I double checked and caught that right there. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, bud. Just again, thank you for stopping by. For the future viewers that are going to come back over here, thank you again for stopping by. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Shoot me an email. It's at C Velasquez 21781 at protonmail.com. Again, Telegram is at Krypton underscore 17, and go from there. So, but yeah, you said you needed. So I'm here. Oh, okay. I get you, buddy. I get you. All right. Cool. All right. Yeah, definitely. Hey, you know what? That's the thing, helping each other out, help. I help my sponsor out. He's helping his buddy out. We have to come together. The Federal Reserve, all of them, they got together. Sad part is, I'm pretty sure you might know your history well more than me. Maybe a late bloomer like myself. They did what they did in secret, documented secret. We're doing it transparent. We are being public. We're sitting there letting people know on YouTube. So that's the thing. They're helping each other out, and we got caught up into it, and that's a big shame. So, but anyway, so yeah, thanks again, buddy. Same thing here. If there's anything that you need, if I have the proper education for it, I'll do my best to help you out. If I don't know the answer, I am not going to steer anybody in a direction that I don't want them to go into, because I don't know it. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh yeah. What's that going to do? It's going to hurt me. So that's the thing. Like, it's just all about, credibility and trust and all that stuff. That's all it is. So, but yeah, so if I don't know it, I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm going to sit there. I'm going to do my best to find it, or I'm going to attempt to get a hold of somebody that knows more than I do and all that stuff. And I always clarify. That's another thing too. If when in doubt, always ask and clarify it with somebody that has been in the game longer than you. I went to Dan Lutz. I had a hard time getting a hold of my sponsors, but because I know my sponsor and Dan Lutz, they're close together. I sit there and I went over there and I said, hey, you know what? I spoke to him. He clarified everything. He even caught my slip up. And I told him, thank you. I said, I even told him, I said, if there's anything that you see that I'm not seeing, please bring it to my attention, because the thing is not to violate the agreement and not to cause harm to the community. That's all it is. And he caught it. He caught something that I didn't see, and I really thank him for that. So that's something right there. So, but that's what it is. Help each other out, buddy. So, but yeah, heading on out. And I like to say this before I go out. I didn't say it last time, but I like to say to everybody, you know, have a good day. And also, we are building our future to abundance, prosperity, and harmony. And that's what it is. We just got to be all together for each other worldwide. We have to. We got to spread the love. We have to spread the love. That's what we got to do. All righty. Have a good one, bud. Hit me up on the email later, okay?